Welcome to the show, guys and girls. Today is Friday Truth Code because it's Friday. I've got my sunnies on because I'm going to have a bit of fun today. Guys, this is a different show than we normally do. We're going to have fun because we've got a bit of a background story behind this episode, and there's a reason for it. But before we do get into the background, let's welcome Sophia. G'day, Sophia. Uh-oh. I think she's still trying to get her headphones and the microphone to work. We've got no sound coming from Sophia. I think she can hear me. But yeah. But anyway, let me just do the background story. So many people know that a group of us, like Sophia, Catherine, Greg, Dan, Eric, Laurie, myself, Quick Rick, we've been doing the David Crowley case, and what do you know? We get a lot of shit. We get a lot of people that do rebuttal videos and trying to debunk our investigation and whatnot. But this person named Mama Gamer, she's part of another group out there, basically just like to stir some trouble, and it doesn't really affect us. But she is now, when it comes to granny fluid, because this is this thing that Eric, myself, Chad, and Damien came up with 2 years ago, granny fluid. It's basically about drama. And this person, Mama Gamer, is now the vice president and the CEO executive of talent relations when it comes to granny fluid. She's only get 2 views. She's only get 2 views for her content. So basically what happened was Quick Rick did an interview with Sophia here a few days ago on Revolution Radio. Well, what do you know? Mama Gamer was prowling around doing her normal games on her joystick because she loves playing with games. That's why she calls herself Mama Gamer. And she listened to this, and she's done 2 videos. We're only going to be playing 1 video because I've got time restrictions and whatnot. But oh, here's Sophia. Sophia, can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
I have to remove the other one because that one's not working. But
Yeah.
You're still here.
Okay.
So I'm just
You can
gonna,
hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. You had 2 panels. I have to remove one so we can hear you. So
Sounds good.
So Mama Gamer, I've got a song for you before we start. It's a great song from a band called Queen, right? Everybody knows the song Bohemian Rhapsody. I want to dedicate just a few couple of lines from that song to you, Mama Gamer. I've got to put on me. Just let me have a drink of my Coke so I can clear my throat out. Just give me a couple of seconds. Okay, here we go. You ready? Mama just killed a man, put a joystick in my hand, and a granny fluid made me dead. Mama, I want to be your man. When you come to my panel, I'll make you a man. Yeah, there you go. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I don't want you to cry. I think you gotta buy yourself another joystick. Carry on, carry on. Anyway, that's enough of Freddie Mercury for me. But anyway, so she's now the vice president and talent relations, CEO executive for talent relations when it comes to granny fluid. Now, before we play this thing and we'll do our commentary, Sophia, when did you do this interview with Quick Rick? Because this was only a matter of days ago.
Saturday night.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Saturday night. Notice how she didn't comment on the debunking video that we did the other week.
I never had sexual relationship with Mama Gamer. Okay, just a minute. And there's more proof. She is not Wendy. Okay, she's not Wendy. That's another story about this Wendy chick. There's another story. She's the president. This Wendy Tamara Wolf character on YouTube. That's a whole different channel for that. You go to YT Court for that. You go to that. But this one, because we've done David Crowley on Southern Truth, and we've done it on Eric's channel, we've done it on Laurie's channel. We're going to have fun today. Yes, today is Friday Truth Cave, but today is going to be fun. We're going to listen to this interview that Sophia and Rick did, but it's Mama Gamer putting her commentary, and then we're going to put our own commentary, and I'm going to be hilarious as well. So, I hope not, Jamie. That's just nasty.
Well, in a way, it is the truth. I mean, we're going to be debunking her BS, so it will be the truth.
I think she ran out of toilet paper.
Well,
she's got monkeypox.
Considering that this person has 2 views to this video and, hasn't shared it anywhere, I'm not going to put too much stock into what she has to say.
Oh, yeah. You put her and freaking Tamara Wolf together, they'll make a great couple. Well, I mean, if you want to talk about, I'm going to use it lightly, so please, people, do not take offense. If you want to use the word mental illness, you put these 2 women together alongside a couple of other women that Eric and I have been having problems with over the years, and Laurie, then you will get the picture. This is a complete nutball. Mama Gamer is a complete nutball. She's trying to stay relevant. I mean,
Catherine and I were actually going over something that she had posted, and basically they're making fun of us for saying that, we're not suicidal and stuff like that, if anything ever happens to us. And then the other week, she's having a freak out because Lori's in the same state as her, thinking that Lori's going to show up at her door. It's like, oh my gosh.
So here's just the thing. So before we start playing, so there are certain people that hates Eric, Laurie, and myself for many, many years, right? And they have called us names you'll never believe, like a pedophile, a kitty fiddler, domestic terrorist, a suicide cult group.
Oh, that's defamation.
Right? And Mama Gamer had jumped on board because we're going after Mama Gamer. This is a cult mentality that they've got. All these people who are lonely, miserable, they just want to be relevant. They don't create any content for themselves. Therefore, they use shows like the David Crowley case, for example, to get content. But nobody watches their content. They only get 2 views. The one that she did on that panel that we all did on Laurie's channel about a month ago, she's only got 18 views on that. You get what I'm saying? So, g'day, Linda.
Too many.
G'day, Linda.
She's watching her own video over and over.
Yes. So, g'day, Samuel. So, prepared to get yourself some belly aches, guys, because we're going to laugh, right? Especially with the commentary that I'm going to do over the top. And anytime you want me to pause it, Sophia, this is your interview with Crip Rick. Mama Game is doing her commentary. We're only going to play one video. She's done 2, but we're only going to play one.
She did this 2? Video,
there is 2. There is 2.
Oh, my gosh. Who has the time for that crap?
They're both over an hour long, so I'm playing the longest one. An hour and 40 minutes. So, if you can put up with it. So, this is what we do. Well, this is what I do, predominantly. And whatnot. Oh, just to say something, yesterday's show on Eric's channel, the Sentinels of Truth, that got a 90-day ban because we were talking about the Port Arthur shooting here in Australia. It got down, copyright claim. So they don't want us to talk about the Port Arthur shooting, the reason why Australia's got gun control. That's one of that was the topic we spoke about yesterday. So Laurie gave me a message this morning. They've got a 90-day ban on, Eric got a 90-day ban because we talked about Port Arthur shooting yesterday on his channel and got done for copyright. They don't want us to talk about it. But anyway, let's have some fun today. Okay, here we go. Prepare to hear this from Mama Gamer. What are we going here? Hold on. Because there's some advertisements at the front. Oh, 16. Oh, no. Is it?
Well, good morning.
Okay, here we go. Good evening. No, is that okay, it is. Thank you. All right. Got the wrong one. Good evening, infidel. All right, this is Mama Gamer. For those people that don't know, she's a lonely person. This is a title that she put up. Crip Rick doesn't think very, very well. G'day, Mama Gamer. I never had sexual relationship.
Great title, by the way.
Yeah. I never had sexual relationship with this woman. Please like, share, and subscribe. She's got no subscribers over there. She's got no people looking at her stuff either. So here we go. Oh, I just want to rewind it just a little bit.
Wonder where she stole that from.
Okay, here it is. She's a deep state granny. So the last thing on the thing, deep state granny. Hello, when I was young and when I was your age, we used to sit around with our joysticks and play games on our computer screen and watch the David Crowley case and make up some bullshit lies and stories about Sophia, Jamie, Eric, Laurie, Greg, Catherine. I have to put my false taste into my jar now so you can listen to what we have to say, because I'm going to play some bingo right now.
Well, good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Mama Gamer.
Good morning, everybody. Okay, go ahead.
Before we start, she's still got the Ukraine flag around her border. You see the blue and yellow? She's Ukraine.
Drama lamer.
Let me turn my listen sound
She sounds like she's got COVID.
off real quick.
After listening to you, Mummy Gamer, I'll be sick in the head too. It's an illness.
Okay, there we go. All right, so
you have to clear your throat out. What, you got a joystick stuck in your mouth? Okay.
good morning, everybody.
Good evening, infidel. Silent! I'll kill you!
I've been absent in my a lot of things going on this past few weeks with what happened here in Texas.
More proof I ain't Wendy.
And so, yeah, that's pretty much it. So today I wanted to
What's been
get
happening?
started on.
The only thing that happened was the Valley shooting. She's being dramatic.
Yeah.
Just get caught up, basically. On
But you say that you don't listen to our show, but here you are, you're listening to another interview that's been conducted here. Oh, my Lord.
some things that have been going on.
Oh, more proof I'd not had Wendy.
Regarding
Come on,
the
tell me.
David Crowley case.
Oh, yeah, the David Crowley case. What are you going to say? Come on.
Why the heck isn't this command?
Come on. So you put white out on the screen. You can't even get it up.
Redo the skin.
You can't even see. This is how bad she is. She's supposed to be in computer technology. She can't even get it up. There it is.
That's odd.
It's a white
All
screen.
right, so
Oh, here it is. Yay! All together
maybe
now.
because it wasn't a large screen.
You can do
There we
it.
go. Okay,
You can do it.
so today I want to get into Crypt Rick's video.
Yep. Crypt Rick.
Or
She
decompression
is
hours,
so
you could say.
jealous. So
And
jealous.
We're talking about
She's been wanting an interview by Crypt
Sophia,
Rick
being
for
on
forever.
this. I haven't listened to it.
This is just it took her like 5 minutes to get the thing up, and she still can't get it up properly. It's all.
Wait a minute. Did she just say that she hasn't listened to it?
Yeah.
But she writes as her title, Crypt Rick doesn't think so well.
Yep.
My arm is twitching. Oh my gosh.
Okay. I haven't listened to it, but it took her 5 minutes to get it up because she can't even get this up on her screen properly. It's like a whiteout. What script are you going to be reading out from now, Mama Gamer? Hey, Mama Gamer, it's an open invitation to come on this panel if you want. Please do. You came on my show last year for about, 5 minutes, and then you split the birds at me. I never had a sexual relationship with this woman.
Fully yet, so not quite sure what's all on here. I usually do these.
Yeah, you usually do these.
Reacted.
You usually do these, don't you? Every time there's a
pull it
David
apart
Crowley
pretty
episode,
easy.
you do these.
Whenever
I don't
I
get
watch
any
them,
views.
so give me about 2 seconds.
Take your time,
We've
love.
been
Take your
waiting.
time. Take all the time you
Turn
need.
the
Take
daggone
all the time you need.
All right.
Take.
For fuck's sake. Crap. Can't get my shit together.
You gotta get it done. We'll be right back after the granny fluid advertisement.
Oh my gosh. You go live and this is what you do. Yikes.
This is the last. Yeah, she's supposed to be in computer technology.
I love that she goes live to a video that she's never seen and then puts everybody on hold.
Obviously, you had to look at this. We go back to our sponsor.
Here's a tip. You can fast forward the 3 minutes.
All right, and we're back.
She's back
And
now.
we're back. I'm just kidding. So again, today we're going to get into the Crypt Rick video. I have several other videos I have to go through because I've been a little MIA lately, as I stated before.
Missing in
with
action.
Things going on here in Texas and family things have been a little crazy.
Everything's gone crazy. Yet we certainly know about crazy.
We're listening to it right now.
We're learning, we're tuning, we're all a little groomy.
Got Fruit Loops going on.
Everything
Okay.
gets a little bit crazy in my basement around me joysticks while I'm watching the Crypt Ricks.
And so I wanted to pop in here and just go through this video. I usually, again, I do them blind react because
What I'm going to do is I'm going to put another screen up.
can't sit and listen
Here
to
we
them
go.
over
We'll
and
do
over again.
This'll be
So
easier. No,
we'll
this
go
will-
through them. I can usually pull them apart, so I
Yeah, there
don't
you go.
worry about what
There you
is on here. But we'll go ahead and
Yeah, go ahead. Meet my bed.
start taking a listen to the Crypt Rick video. Let me.
We just got a comment. Yeah, Mama Gamer was the person who said the great David Crowley killed his family. Yeah, this is the group here. She's the talent relations CEO of this drama's bullshit to try to debunk the investigations. There's another group. She's just one of many. But she's the one that keeps making videos. Every time there's a David Crowley episode, that Sophia, Catherine, myself, Eric, Laurie, Greg, Dan, you name it, she will listen to it and she will do this. And she's been saying, I haven't listened to it yet. Well, yes, you fucking have. Yes, you have.
She hasn't listened to it. She hasn't read the report. She doesn't know crap about the case. So there we go.
Full screen this really quickly.
Go,
Oh, well, I can't do that.
go
Never
real
mind.
quickly.
All right, so let's head over here.
Yeah, we'll go there. And it's not working.
Why is it? Okay, maybe it will.
She can't get it to work.
All right, here we go.
Take all your time you need, Mama Gamer.
I don't
what you
have
have.
all night. Get it together.
Chop. You haven't been paid enough, have you? Come on. She still
I'm
can't.
assuming this is a podcast.
Oh my
This is a
gosh.
Come on. You can't get it to
There
work.
we go. I was about to say, whenever we get to the sound,
Press the play button.
like 10 minutes into the video.
Press the play
Oh my
button.
god. Wow. So literally he's just scrolling through and then like 10 minutes into the video. A nice way to keep your viewers around there, Greg. Anyways, let's go.
It
wonder
wasn't
you
Greg's.
just-
It was, oh, she's listening to the podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, Rick has about 3.5 minutes worth of stuff in the beginning
Yeah.
before we start.
Yeah, he plays music as well at the start, and he introduced the show. But I think this is one of the reasons why she did a second video, because she couldn't get it to work.
It took her an hour for the first one.
Yep.
No,
Come on.
sorry, an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah, an hour and 40 minutes. Come on.
Okay.
I haven't
God.
muted this. I haven't muted it. I'm playing it. There's no sound coming from it.
What in the heck?
You can't get it to work. Come on.
Oh, I'm going to see just how difficult it is on his website to listen to this, because
No,
holy
it's not,
bejesus.
it's not difficult to listen. You haven't got it turned on. Jesus. Oh my Lord, this is hilarious. Come on, do a rebuttal on the video, but you can't.
Oh, look at that. Press play. And there it is. What? It just took me a couple seconds just to find the episode. Oh, and look, you can
Yeah, first off, there's way too
fast
many
forward
ads
it by 30
there.
seconds.
You're literally how many minutes into this? Let's see.
If you take all the time you need, you can't get it to work.
13, almost 14 minutes into this already, and it's been
What?
silent
Nuh-uh.
and ads. Okay.
3 minutes and
Let's
32
go.
seconds. That's how far I'm into it, and we're talking right now on his website. I don't know what she's listening to. Holy
I'd like to know
bejesus.
what drugs she's taking. She still can't get it away. I haven't paused anything.
Oh my gosh.
We're like 8 minutes into this. Yeah, 8 minutes.
When are you going to get the actual case? Like, you can literally talk about this.
When
and
we
other
actually
stuff.
going to hear what you when we actually going to hear it, play the bloody thing. Come on,
3 minutes
play,
and 32 seconds, chickie.
play it. Come on, play it. We can't hear anything. Come on. Play it. Mama. Not the mama. Oh, geez.
Oh my gosh. 27 minutes already we've been listening to this.
You can't even listen to the bloody thing.
Holy moly.
Press play. She's listening to. You want to keep going with this one because she made a second one. So we actually
this is the first one?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. We're going to be here for 3 weeks.
You can't hear
Holy
anything.
moly.
You can't
Yeah,
hear
let's just go to the second one because I'm only here till midnight.
I have to stop this. Sorry for me laughing, guys. No, I'm not sorry. Oh my Lord. What a crane wreck. All right. So
That's absolutely correct.
so here we go. She did a second one. This one is 1 minute and 14 seconds. Hopefully she gets this to work. The last one, you got no sound. All right. Here we go. Oh my Lord. So I told you I'm gonna be laughing my ass off. This is the second one. Here we go. Has she got it working now?
Ray, state the truth. Yeah, right. Kinda.
No down.
Okay. What's going on? So I had a big issue.
Yeah, you had a big
Back.
You had a big
issues.
You had a big issue. You certainly did have a big issue. That's why you had to do a second video. That was a big issue, all right. I thought you knew how to do computer technology, and you couldn't get the sound to work. There we go.
In my last stream because I didn't have the audio on, and so
Of course you didn't have the audio on.
So typical. Oh my goodness. Yikes.
More proof I ain't windy.
well, thank you to Louise who stream bombed me to let me know my audio wasn't working. So we're gonna go ahead and count down. We're gonna restart this entire.
Well, now we know who our second viewer
stream.
is.
That way we have sound. So give me a second and we shall return.
Again? Can you fast forward this crap? Oh my gosh.
I'll try to.
Go ahead.
Oh, wait. I'll go back here a bit. Here we go. Here we go.
All right. Welcome back, everybody, to The Great State Truth. I'm your host, Christina, and Louise should be with me shortly. I just sent her the link.
Good. We have the drunken Brit.
We were going to restart this entire stream because my dumbass did not post the little thing that I needed correctly. But I have done that. We are good now.
I am not
so we're going to go ahead. We're going to listen in again to this podcast, I guess what you'll call it.
Better than what you have.
And re-go over the things that we were talking about earlier, less in depth, but I just wanted to point out the misconception, the misinformation.
Pointing is rude, Mama Gaming. You're not allowed to point at people.
I love that she's going to point out the misinformation, but that she hasn't read anything in regards to this case. Nothing. Remember our last episode where she got everything wrong?
She couldn't even turn. How can she prove everything is wrong what we say when she couldn't even turn her own volume on? Yeah, that's really credible there. Knock yourself out, Mama Gamer, the CEO of Talent Relations.
And the ridiculous stories that have been sent out by Sophia here, and now Crypt Rick is putting out this misinformation because
Oh, you're so
that's what they do.
jealous. You're so jealous.
Sophia got another love child, Quick Rick, but why didn't Quick Rick come to me? Because I never had a sexual relationship with this live stream.
That's what they throw.
Don't worry, Sophia. I'm just doing jokes. You get my sense of humor. I've got a real dark sense of humor. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Right on. And so we're going to get started today. And
yeah, please do. I mean, the previous video, we were waiting like up to 16 minutes and you had no volume because you forgot to turn the volume on. And you had to do this one to go over what you were trying to do in the previous video. All right, here we go. I never had sexual relationship with this live stream.
And redo our complete stream from earlier. Hopefully, Louise pops in here soon.
Say your prayers and take your vitamins, Mama Gamer.
Are you with me?
Oh yeah, here we are. It's quick.
Hello.
Yes, I am. I'm sorry.
Oh, there you go. Not a problem. Welcome to the show. Thank you for taking time to come and chat with me this evening.
Thank you for asking me to join you.
Thank you. Give a round of applause for Quick Rick and Sophia on the Deception Hour on Revolution Radio. Whoa.
Oh, awesome. Well, I've interviewed you before for my YouTube channel. I know you're very passionate about this case, and you do a lot of research with a lot of other people that are doing a lot of research, as people know.
No, they do a lot of narrating, but they don't do a lot of research because most of the stuff they give out.
What have you
Notice
done?
how I quote exactly where I got the information from. I say whether it's the BCA lab documents or the data request or the autopsy reports or the Apple Valley PD reports. That's my research right there.
Mama Gamer, what have you done? You only get 2 views. You did another video on this interview with Rick and Sophia, but you forgot to turn your volume on. This is why you had to do a second one. This is a second video. And you're trying to debunk what you claim as misinformation. How you bet you're trying to debunk my nuts then, Mama Gamer? How about that? Nope. I love my nuts. I really do.
Is misinformation.
Oh, hey, Mama Gamer, here's a joke for you. How do you get a squirrel to come down your tree? You show them your nuts.
And their own little narrative twist on things.
Oh, Greg Fernandez Jr., who I've had on both of my shows, and we actually did talk about the Crowley case on one of my first shows. And I know there's Catherine Michelle that's diving. She has a YouTube channel. You and her are digging into a lot of things. And so I figured, because I saw this doc.
They're digging into the same crap that's already been debunked for.
You've been digging yourself in a freaking hole. You're like a freaking ostrich that's like to put your head in the sand every time there's a David Crowley show that we do. Don't you, Mama Gamer? And you stick your head in the sand with your ass sticking up in the air. You know, you do that, don't you? Do you put a mask on too, Mama Gamer, when you play with your joysticks in your computer games? Do you put a mask on? Do you have your social distancing that you got to be 6 feet apart from your computer screen when you play your computer game? You put yourself in a glass bubble as well? Yeah. You have an open invitation, Mama Gamer, to come back on Southern Truth like you did last year. I love you too. I never had a sexual relationship with Mama Gamer.
Past 7 years now?
So-called documentary on last week. I watched it again. I wanted to see, because I haven't watched it for a long time, Sophia, so I want to see how it would sit with me when I watched it again. And it actually left me with the same feeling I got when I watched it all the other times. I probably watched it a total of 5 or 6 times now. And it left me with the same feeling that it just really did not sit well with me, because I like the way they steered this documentary. And I really hope we'll check this documentary out if you haven't. And because I like to hear what people think after they see it, and especially when they start looking into the case. And for me, this documentary did not answer any questions that I thought it would. It was totally not what I was expecting. And the ending really was jarring to me. I was talking about that before we went live. Like, I don't understand the ending, what they were trying to kind of like wrap it up really quickly in that. So I want just, if maybe you can do this for everybody who hasn't heard of the David Crowley case. Can you give them a quick, just let people know what this case is about, and kind of like just give people a broad, like kind of like what it's all about and where people sit with it and stuff like that.
Sure, absolutely. Dave Crowley and his wife and 5-year-old daughter were found deceased in January 2015. Now, before they were found deceased, he was in the process
G'day,
of
Rick.
selling his document.
Now, quick, Rick. Mama Gamer is doing this video. She did a rebuttal video on the interview you did with Sophia. I've got Sophia on the panel with me. If you want to hit that link up on the top of the chat room here, come on. This is your interview with Sophia. When was this? A week ago, Sophia? A few days ago? Anyway, Mama Gamer, who is our lover, Hater, the Talent Relations Executive Vice President for Granny Fluid, she done this video, trying to debunk everything. Now, Mama Gamer, I've got another song for you. It's from Queen as well. Fat bottom girls make the rock and roll go round.
Documentary and selling his movie, The Great State. And you could find these trailers all on YouTube, which this is kind of like a end of days for the United States.
Right. New World Order takes over, martial law takes over, right?
The elites, the Illuminati, all of it jumbled together. And the trailers look amazing. But the movie was never completed. He has several scripts that we have been able to get a hold of, and they're located on Greg Fernandez's website, which is called the Gray Siege WordPress.com.
Right.
And you could also find it on Facebook, which would be the Justice for David Crowley and Family. And it's a group. There's also a Facebook page, but we're more active in the group.
Right.
And we can direct you to the scripts. We can direct you to the documentary, which, by the way, the documentary is located on Discovery Plus.
Okay,
and
perfect.
you can watch it there. You can also watch it on, I believe it's BitChute for free. They have the documentary, and they also have the Gray Stage, The Rise. So,
right, yes, that's interesting too. You can find that on YouTube if you dig.
yes,
You got to
if you
kind of
really
dig.
dig.
Yeah, play with the words a little bit in the search. You can actually pull it out. Right, I've got both versions of The Rise, the unfinished and then the finished one.
And The Rise is a really long documentary that David was working on, and he was supposed to release it for free for the world.
Okay, now listen to what she just said.
Okay, we've got to listen to Mama Gamer now. She didn't speak for about 5 minutes then. Mama Gamer, come on down. What do you got to say now?
Ooh,
Come on,
what
Mama
did I
Gamer.
say?
What did we...
Did I lie? No. No, I'm really curious what she's going to try to debunk here.
She can't even get a freaking game control panel, the audio to work on the last video. I mean, what is she going to say? You only got 2 views, Mama Gamer. I wonder why.
David was supposed to release The Rise for free to the world on
Everybody's rocking in a free world.
January 1st.
on January 1st, 2015, but it was
Mhm.
never released.
Right.
Well, officially released.
Right.
And so David had flown to Hollywood in May, then again in July, I believe. And July was where the contract was given to him by Mike's Entertainment. I believe it was Mike's Entertainment or something.
Yep, the mics. Yep.
And they were going back and forth negotiating the contract up until his death. And there is some discussion, arguments even, in regards to whether or not David walked away from this contract. But the information that we receive from Allie, especially the newest information, shows that David did not walk away from this contract. It was for $30 million. They wanted
going to set her off.
instead of doing an actual movie.
Okay.
Here she
So,
is.
Going to
ask
set her
yourself
off.
the question.
Here she is. Here she is. All right, let's see what Mama Gamer's got to say about this $30 million. Okay, let's have a look. Come on, Mama Gamer. Come on at me. Well, actually, no. Come on at Rick and Sophia. I mean, I wasn't in this one.
Now, I did not say that he was going to get $30 million to put in his pocket. It was $30 million to make the movie.
Yeah. But apparently, Mama Gamer knows everything. Okay, apparently, Mama Gamer. Do you know how big? No, I'm not going there. I'm not going there. I don't want to give you any of the secrets that I have. All right. You can come on the panel. I love you too. I will play. Hopefully, I can play. Yeah, we'll play this. I'll see if I can find it that episode. But anyway,
If David had a contract with
He
EMG Entertainment Group, Mike's Entertainment,
We have it.
if he had a contract for $30 million, this is a man who has said the proverbial fish in a barrel. People are going to pull out their wallets. I have this thing in my head.
Notice how
People are
she
going
is
to
gaslighting him right
Pay
now.
me for it.
yeah. I think she's jealous.
She
of that.
doesn't have
Where-
actual facts. She's gaslighting.
Of course she is.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Where's my piece of that $30 million? I'm special. I need money to buy myself a new computer and joystick because I fucked up my audio system last time. David Crowley cannot have that $30 million. It's mine. It's all mine. And then she goes down to the Capitol with the picket sign. What do we want? 30 million. What do we want it now? Sorry, I've just got a dark sense of humor, guys. You just got to roll with it, okay? Don't take everything I say seriously. But this nutball, she will.
All this stuff. Why would he release something on January 1st for the world for free?
Because he said it.
Ask yourself that question. If David had a contract for $30 million,
No, this is the documentary, you
The-
idiot. The
You can't-
Rise, you idiot.
You
Not
can't
the movie.
you can't educate stupidity.
Oh my gosh.
You can't put brains into monuments. More importantly, as Bill Clinton say, I never had sexual relationship with stupidity. Make yourself relevant, Mama Gamer, not.
The mics. Why
This is
would
what
he
this
put it
moron
out?
does. She gets her facts all jumbled up, and then it's no longer what. Okay, I'm sorry.
No,
Deep
no, no,
breath.
no. Don't be sorry. It just shows
Deep
that
breath.
more. It just shows more proof she ain't Wendy.
No, I mean it's not even facts. She calls them facts, but they're not. The gray state was not completed. He was not releasing the gray state on the 1st. I was talking about gray state, the Rise, you fucking moron.
don't tell too many secrets. You're not supposed to tell Mama Gamer that. She's supposed to know everything, okay? Shh. No, I'm only joking. Hey, don't take anything today, guys, what I'm saying seriously, okay? This is a complete nutball, Mama Gamer. I just want to tell you guys again. See the border around her video? It's blue and yellow, Ukraine, just like the last one that we did. Yeah. But anyway, Mama Gamer, you're supposed to know everything, yeah? But you only got 2 views on this video on your YouTube channel. 2. Me know everything. You know nothing. Well, as my favorite line is, Mama Gamer, me know nothing. Me give you $5 lucky lunch time.
On YouTube for free for the world on January the 1st.
Can I just say, like, I was brought up in the 80s, right? And it was a different era. But please don't take offense what I'm about to say. But this person here, she's fucking retarded.
And now she's going to take this bullshit to her group and tell everybody that I said this when I never even said it. It did not come out of my mouth.
Yeah. I'm sorry that I just said that. I mean, don't use that in a bad way, but, you know, I was brought up in the 80s and there was a different era.
I grew up in the 80s too. I mean,
retarded means that, like,
yes.
when you, retarded means that the person will not be able to get it. And we have another person here. Here's Greg. Greg, your number one hot fan club. This is Mama Gamer. More. I just want to give out a public warning to people out there who may be watching it. I never had sexual relationship with his live stream. Okay. All right. We're only 10 minutes into an hour and 14 minutes. We try to play, like, this is the second video. The first video was an hour and 40 minutes, but she couldn't get the volume to work. She forgot to turn the volume on. Anyway, this is the Rick and Sophia interview they conducted a few days ago. And Mama Gamer is doing a rebuttal on this. Anytime you want me to pause it, guys, just tell me to pause it, and I'll say, let you guys have it. Remember, you can't put brains in monument.
I'm going to say it one more time just so it can stick in your head. If David had a $30 million contract with the Mikes, MEG, Mike's Entertainment Group.
David had $30 million, but he never gave me any money to get my teeth fixed up. I need some crack.
Jamie, let me say something real quick.
Yeah.
Chicky,
Yep.
I never said he had a $30 million deal for The Rise. He was releasing the documentary, The Rise, that he made that was over 3 hours long for free on the 1st. Go back and listen to it again.
But she can't get her volume to work. Remember, we played the other video. Her volume didn't work. She can't listen to it. Oh, wait. Okay. Don't take it. I'm being humorous here, guys. I'm being humorous. Okay. Anything you want to say, Greg? The $30 million? She's jealous of the $30 million contract.
Where did Greg go?
Oh, where did Greg go?
Okay, well.
Oh, Greg. We'll get Greg again. We'll get Greg back again in a minute. I
Baby,
will hear it.
back.
He's probably getting his audio fixed up.
Would he release it for free to the world on January the 1st?
January the 1st.
Oh, she's
The
so
Mike
busy trying to slam me that she gets her
stated
facts all
There
wrong.
was no contract.
Here he is. We got Greg back. The basement humper. Now, Greg, what do you want to say about these $30 million his Mama Gamer talking about?
$30 million?
Yep.
I mean, nobody's saying that $30 million is going to go to David Crowley. That's what they make it. They always make it seem like that's what we're saying. If you listen to what when Dan Hinnon spoke with Mike, he pretty much gave you what Mike Boggio's side of it was, and he breaks it down. 30 million. You know, this is what they figured. 25 to 30 million is what they figured would be a good budget for this film or for this series, right? I think at this point they're turning it into a TV series. So,
And Greg, what was he releasing on the 1st of January?
on the 1st of January,
Yeah. What was he supposed to release on the 1st of January?
he was supposed to release his documentary, like the final
Rise.
version,
Mm-hmm.
which we never really got. I feel like we never really got it.
Okay,
Because
so
the-
this dingbat thinks that I'm talking about Gray State. He was going to release it for free
Oh, she
for
thinks
the
you're
world.
talking about.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
she's talking about
Because
the
she's so excuse me, she's so dumb. She can't even get her facts together.
Yeah,
no filter here, Greg. No filter here, Sophia.
I guess not. No.
Dumb is
Hot and
just
heavy,
dumb is just too kind of a word. She is retarded. I come from a different era, guys. I was brought up in the 80s, right? Retarded
I mean,
means that the person
I
will
use
never
that-
get it.
I use that word a lot, but it tends to really get under a lot of people's
yeah,
skins now. And
Yeah, I know. It's a PC. It's a political correctness stuff in the society. You
I
can't
grew
use
up
that word.
in
You
the
know,
80s and 90s, and we said it all the time for stupid people like her. But
hey, boy, hey, dude, that's so retarded, man. What do you say that for? I mean, what we used to do. Hey, we used to say that in English class at high school. But anyway, and sometimes you say it to the teacher that she's retarded. But anyway, I'm not picking fun of the people who are. Well, I'm not even going down that track. But you get what I'm saying.
Yep.
There were talks. There were talks about money. There were talks about.
You've got no money.
Series.
You've got
Yeah,
no
they
money,
were
have
talking
you?
about money.
About
That's
several things.
We're the ones
There
who
was
put that
no
data out there.
Yeah, Mama
Yeah,
Gamer's got no.
I mean, Dan Hinnon is the one who actually spoke with Mike to get what the talks were and how far they went, et cetera, et cetera. We gave everybody that data. So that data is out there. But
Mama Gamer's got no money. That's why she's.
okay, I mean, that's what's throwing me off is like, okay, so when she's talking here, she's talking.
yeah,
more
she
proof,
thinks that I
Mama Gamer
said
or
that the
something.
Gray State was going to be released for free.
She's talking about the
on
fictional
January 1st.
movie. The fictional
It was
movie.
Gray State: The Rise, but
Okay.
she.
All right. Well, I mean, you can't argue with stupid at that point.
I know.
So
You can't put brains in Mama Gamer. Or
you can't put brains in Mama Game. You gotta say it in Bill Clinton.
You can't have sexual relationship with brainless woman.
I call her Drama Lena.
That's not what I meant, but okay.
The thing that was written up by
Thanks,
David's lawyer. That was his stipulations.
Stipulation.
Yeah,
So when
I
you
mean,
go
we have. Wait, I mean, yeah, we have all those documents. Everybody can read those documents for themselves. It's all right there. All of the contracts that they had. So, I don't know. I'm kind of I'm. This is hard to follow. It's hard to follow what she's talking about. But go ahead. All right. I'm just here for some popcorn.
Yeah.
Can you pass me some wine?
Clink. Cheers.
Hey, have you got a bottle of wine there with you, Greg and Sophia? You probably will need it.
Oh
He
yeah.
always does. I don't.
Yeah.
To
It's like a
contract,
pistol on my
you
side.
usually
here.
have an attorney, and that attorney will write down and sign the
She sounds kinda
stipulations that you want.
Sounds kind of frustrated too. Like she's not really sure what she's talking
That's
about.
the paper that David
That's her
had.
all
That
the
is
time.
not a contract. It is not a set in stone thing between the Mike's Entertainment Group and David Crowley. It was simply a stipulation between them and what David wanted to keep.
And you know
What they were wanting
how?
to keep. What the heck? Has she watched the actual interview? Or
No.
no, probably not.
No, she
It's only like 30
hasn't
minutes.
watched it.
It's pretty short.
And she can't get past this one part. She
Well,
has to.
she can't even get the two films right. What it
I
sounds
know,
like.
I know.
So, I don't know. I don't
Does
know.
she even know that there's two films?
I don't know.
The
I don't
2
know.
or 1.
G'day Pixies, g'day Ryan, g'day everybody in the chat room. This is Mama Gamer being relevant or try to be relevant once again. There we go. We're gonna have fun today, guys.
That's right, Bill.
And what he
Thanks, Bill.
would move and what he wouldn't move. We know that David.
We know who's
No, we don't know anything. You
Well,
just know what the dad told the police. We
Yeah,
don't know
I mean,
anything.
Who's this we that you're talking about? We! Who is it?
It's
We
the mouse in
know.
her pocket.
We know everything. Me
It's
know
Jamie.
nothing. Me know nothing. I never had a sexual relationship with we.
Walked away because he texts his father that he walked away.
We don't have proof of that. We have
We know that
zero
David
proof
walked
that he
away
texted that
because
to his
he
father.
didn't keep in touch.
We
with the
don't have
mice.
proof that you never had
Now,
sex
if
with
David
we.
had a $30 million contract, don't you think that David would have kept in touch with them? Don't you think he would have answered their emails and their calls and all that stuff?
Did he answer you?
Don't you think that he would have been contacting his family and talking to his family? And I don't know. I mean, don't you think that there's proof of this, that he walked away from the deal?
You
Text
can't.
to
You
his
can't
dad?
handle the proof.
No, there's no proof of that whatsoever.
Well, I mean, even if that's something he told his dad, the fact is the deal was not dead. They were working towards making Gray State a fictional TV series up until David died. The only reason why they stopped is because David died.
He died.
That was
Yeah.
it.
The mics confirmed it when
That
Dan
was
talked.
yeah. I mean, once I
Yeah.
heard that, I was like, wow, okay, well, that changes a lot of things that
Well,
people were
well,
telling us at that time.
Rip was saying in the chat room, don't you think he would have had a machine gun? I mean, yeah. Who
Who?
knows?
David?
Who? David? Rip? David? Do you think David?
I mean,
Don't you
yeah.
think he would? Don't you think he will have a machine gun? Who? David? Rip? You asking about David?
yeah, David had a couple guns. He had like
Oh,
11 guns in the house. So, yeah, a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah, he had a
Plus
lot.
props and all that.
Yeah.
stuff.
He had a whole lot of loving too. He loved his wife. He loved
I
his
hope
wife.
so.
He loved his daughter. He loved his family dog. He was a man with a lot of love. So, yeah. He's speaking of David Crowley. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
David
he did have a
Crowley-
lot of guns. I think he may
Okay.
have. I have to look in the basement, but there's a whole list of all the guns that he had and the guns that they took from that house. So it's a lot.
Why
Some
would
pretty
you
cool
just
ones,
ignore
too.
them?
Yeah.
We know David walked away because he wrote an email to Jason shortly before the murder-suicide saying, you know what I need, man.
Murder suicide.
I need you to
Murder
help me
suicide.
with this. I need you to help me.
Help me
You know
kill myself?
what I need. You know what this is.
You know what I need.
You know
what?
how hard I
Where's
put
this
my-
email?
You know, but I don't know that you know
what
that
I
I
need.
know.
You know what I know
You
that
know.
you don't know, but we know. So we are.
You know
know.
I'm shit. You know I'm shit. I know you shit. We both know each other. Me know
Wow.
nothing. Me know nothing.
Oh boy.
heart and soul into this. Why would he speak to someone else about putting this out if he had a contract with the bikes for $30 million?
He had a contract with them. The contract, the $30 million, again, is another thing. Jordan Page is the guy that started the talk about he mentions a $30 million project, right? And so that is a tweet. So based on that, it was like, okay, well, let's find the source of that tweet. Did David really say that? And the first thing we got Jordan Page to do was back it up, was say, yeah, like he doubled down on it, that's what he was talking about. He said David had a $30 million deal. It was not really phrased as if like, oh, they're going to give David $30 million deals, but there was a project with a budget for $30 million.
G'day,
Mike,
Sonny Sean. G'day, Sonny Sean. She's in the chat.
greetings.
Rip was saying if it was Rip, being in the house of
There'd be bullet holes everywhere.
Yeah, there would have been. Wasn't there bullet holes? There were some bullet holes. No. There were some.
It's like
there
two.
was one. There was one bullet hole that they didn't even consider looking till they came back the second time. Was that bullet up in the ceiling in the living room near the front door?
Cool.
They missed it on the first, and they came back and they found it. You know that bullet I'm talking about, the bullet hole. and down in the basement too, on the floorboards and whatnot.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
two, and how many shots fired and everything, and in this small area, everybody gets shot. Nobody has, it's not like they all have their DNA and blood on it, on these bullets. They can't find 2 bullets. They missed 2 bullets.
Yeah.
I mean, you go on and on and on.
This is my rifle. This is my gun. This is for a ride, and this is for fun.
Ask yourself that question.
Ask yourself, yeah, Mama Gamer, ask yourself, why are you being a bitch? Whoop. Let me rephrase that. Why are you being a granny fluid? I never had a sexual relationship with granny fluid. Mama Gamer, ask yourself a question. Why don't you have a brain? Because I'm a statue. That's right.
Question. Those documents are in the evidence, the email that David wrote, the text message that David wrote.
There's no proof of that text message.
Yeah. You're jealous, Mama Gamer, that David Crowley didn't send you a text message, aren't you? Yep.
It's in what the legal term would say, hearsay.
Yeah.
There's actual no proof of it.
You can't handle the proof, can you, Mama Gamer? You can't handle it. Her real name is Christina, but she calls herself Mama Gamer. So for those people that just tuning in, who's this freaking Mama Gamer? Is Christina. You can see it on the screen here, guys. Christina.
The non-communication that David didn't have with the mics. It's all there.
Oh,
It's all there to see.
Is it really? Or is it
So I
just
guess
in
I'm
your
just trying
head?
to understand what is so hard and what is so difficult about not being able to.
Oh, here comes Louise.
Hey, Louise.
Here comes her friend Louise on the panel. This is the Louise from
Drunken Brit's here. Yay.
This is the
yay.
This is the lady from Great Britain. I got to have my cup of tea and scone. You're all bullshitting. You don't know what you're talking about. Look.
Louise, sorry.
Okay.
I was on a rant, and then I just.
Greg just dropped
I'm
that
just
again.
on a rant about information I got wrong.
I've literally only just come on.
Excuse me, information that Drama Lamer got wrong, not me, actually.
Yeah.
I was actually correct.
Greg just dropped off again. We'll get him back on. I will hear it. Don't go away hiding. I know what Greg done. He dropped out because he ran out of wine and just going to get his new bottle of wine. So he's getting a top up. You'll need it, Greg.
Talking about the so-called $30 million contract. And I said, put it in your head. If David Crowley had a $30 million contract with the mics, why in the hell would he release the Rise on January 1st to the people for free? Tell me what kind of sense that makes.
Well, yeah, and I think also there's quite a difference between having a solid contract and then having an option purchase contract.
Stop bullshitting to me,
wait a minute. She didn't answer the question. She skirted around it.
Stop bullshitting to me. Answer the bloody question. You know,
Yikes.
I asked you, the question was about the Rise that was supposed to be released on the 1st of January, but you're not even going to ask them a question. You go, Ned. You Nimrod.
Contract thing.
Yes.
Because that's like keeping everyone kind of has options.
You went to the Queen Jubilee party, didn't you, Louise?
And Louise knows for a fact that David was releasing the Rise for free on January 1st.
Mm-hmm.
So, because she would argue that in the group when she was an admin before she got kicked out.
Yeah.
To do different things, and once that's sort of signed, sealed, and everything, then you can't really do anything. It's up to the company to do something, but they didn't have it signed and sealed. And as you were saying, it's clear from David's actions, regardless of, and this is no disrespect to the mics. I mean, he even says it himself. he was trying to reach out to David for months from like October, and he was getting nothing, and he was getting quite concerned, and he was trying to get a mutual person to sort of chase up David to see if he was okay, because he was getting concerned because he wasn't getting back to him. He said that he'd sent David Thanksgiving messages, Christmas messages, and all sorts. He wasn't getting anywhere. And then you see that David's reaching out to Jason Allen. So when people are saying that it was all sort of set up and everything, the Mikes had the intention of working with David, but clearly David changed his mind. And then, there's the text message to David's dad where he said he walked away from matters of the heart, but people are trying to make out that doesn't exist and that David.
Yeah, go.
Okay. Once again, there's no proof of this text message. We've looked at his AT&T records. Now, if they say, "Oh, it was on a WhatsApp that he sent it on," no, there's no proof that WhatsApp was ever downloaded on his cell phones. So maybe if he magically sent that text message to his dad, then maybe he was magically making contact with the Mikes without his cell phone and without his emails, with their logic. Sorry.
Don't be sorry.
But they never answered that first initial question about releasing the Rise for free in January.
I just came back from seeing the Queen at her normal Jubilee, and I'm drinking my cup of tea and going, "You're bullshitting me, Lord. You're bullshitting. My name is Louise, and I don't know what I'm talking about. I never had sexual relationship with Louise."
His dad's lying, and it's like, but the actions of David tell you
the email.
Lying?
Everything goes together. That's what I said about them. They want to pick.
Yeah, everything do go together like two fucktards named Christine and Louise. They do stick together like granny fluid.
When they twist my words and don't get them right the first time, then I guess it does sound like I am lying. But, they have to get what I say actually down correctly the first time.
I love you. They do. They love you. Oh, Lord. Hey, Louise,
I don't
Christina.
swing that way.
Louise and Christina, you got an open invitation to come on this panel. I love you two. I love you two. But you won't.
Pick and choose kind of what they want. You know what I mean? Like they pick and choose what rabbit hole to go down next. And they don't get all together. I mean, you have the email to Jason Allen. You have the text message to his father. You have
there's no text message, lady.
Between David and the Mikes. If you had a $30 million contract, you're not going to miss out on communicating with those people. You're not going to try to set up something else with Jason Allen. You know what I mean? And it's not just the text message with his dad. It's the whole thing, his whole actions from October to
Can you pause
December.
it for a second, please?
Yeah.
We don't even know if David wrote that email because, number one, there's no text messages or phone calls made after the day after Thanksgiving. He doesn't text anybody. He doesn't call anybody. We have no idea what happens to David. It's like he dropped off the face of the earth after that.
You noticed that she hasn't pressed the play on this interview between you and Quick Rick. So I mean, she's been talking about this $30 million, this free movie that was supposed to come out in the first and blah blah. Yeah, okay, now I don't. Well, let's go along with this.
Okay.
Let's see if she goes back to the interview. I want to put a bet on that she probably will in about 10, 15 minutes down the track. But you got two women here, like the Country Women Association. They're having a gas bar. $30 million? What?
It's not just one thing; it's all things.
Yeah, it's like he was thinking of going into business and accepting this deal, but then for whatever reason, he got cold feet, and instead of contacting the mics and saying, "I've had second thoughts," he just put them on his block and avoid list.
Can I have you pause it again?
Yeah, sure. Got it.
David was just going to blow off 2 producers in Hollywood. Did he really want to burn those bridges?
According to these 2 numbskull, yeah. Oh, how can people? No one
If he
watches
wanted
it.
to work in Hollywood, he wouldn't have burned those bridges.
Yeah, no one watches her Mama Gamer's content. I mean, they believe their own bullshit. If they believe that their shit don't stink, they will try and convince other people that their shit don't stink. Really, Mama Gamer? You trying to stay relevant? You try to debunk the David Crowley investigation, but yet you can't even come up with any actual proof to back your claim up. You can't. And also, it's not a competition here, Mama Gamer, but the thing is, no one watches your stuff. But anyway, knock yourself out.
But I don't know. It's funny how Sophia spins
Oh, here we go. It's funny that Sophia what?
things like, and Rick just kind of absorbs them without looking at things as a whole.
I mean, and it's like none of them have
spoken to any of us.
Yeah, exactly. Or even if he didn't want to speak to any of us, it's like, well, why haven't you reached out to David's friends or David's family? Why are you going on hearsay of what Greg and Sophia and Catherine think of these people? Can't you actually have a conversation with people off your own back and make your own mind up?
Whoa! We don't have conversation with and make up your own mind. Really? We don't have conversations with real people. What? Are the people that we have conversation with are dead? That doesn't make sense. What are you talking
Rick
about?
explains in this video why he doesn't choose to have them come on, and it's because they have nothing new to offer.
I want them to come on Southern Creep. I had Mama, like many people know, I did have Mama Gamer on last year for 5 minutes, the whole 5 minutes of fame. I didn't kick her off; she left. She left. I want them to come back on. I do, but they won't. They won't. Come on, Mama Gamer. You know you want to.
Because you are supposed to be open-minded.
Although we know that's not true now. That's why I decided to pick this video to pick apart, because we've given Rick quite a long time to
it's at least 6 months, I think.
Respond. You know, we've messaged him, we've asked him, hey.
So they saying that they sent messages to Rick. Is that true? Well, Rick, are you still listening? Did Mama Gamer or Christina sent you messages and you haven't responded to their messages? Let me just go back a little bit. Is that what I'm hearing? What Mama Gamer just said? Let's go here.
Although we know that's not true now. That's why I decided to pick this video to pick apart, because we've given Rick quite a long time to
it's at least 6 months, I think.
Respond. You know, we've messaged him, we've asked.
Okay, so Mama Gamer said that they messaged Rick. Rick, are you listening? You're probably not even here.
I think the only person who ever messaged him was Deep State Granny, and then she backed out of the interview because
it's like
reasons.
It's like Judy would have freaking came out of the woodwork. It's like this other freaking lady. There was another lady. It wasn't Louise, it was another lady, and some of the guys that they hang around with too. They come out of the woodwork like they did with me last year. But I just
Are
want to
you
ask,
sure it wasn't her?
who?
That it wasn't Louise?
It wasn't Louise. It was another lady that was close to Judy.
Because all I know is that Louise and Christina are the two that are super close
Well,
to Judy.
it might have been Louise, but I don't know. It was just another lady. It could have been. It could have been. I don't know. But
Mhm.
there was how do I know? I mean, they had all these different accounts as well. You know what I mean? You delete one and there'll be a new one there. You delete that one, there'll be a new one there. So who knows? They had multiple accounts. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And hey, whenever you have time, like between all of us, I think we've tried to get a point across to him, and it's kind of a fail. And it's like he
What points are you trying to get across? You ain't doing anything.
wants this narrative.
You're an embarrassment to the society. More importantly, you're an embarrassment to yourself.
Yeah.
Just like they do to be pushed because it's more interesting.
Yeah. It's very much the impression that I got from hearing parts of this. It's just very one-sided, whilst trying to portray to your audience that you're open-minded and everything, but you haven't yet presented anything that counters this spin of gossip.
We have presented stuff, evidence, facts, but you're not open-minded because you're only focused on one thing. That can't be real. David Crowley murdered his kids and family. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, there's always going to be the bunch of people. Louise, Christina, I'll say it again. I mean, they're not even listening, but what I might do tonight, Mama Gamer, just for you, I'll open up my YouTube channel so you can come back in, hey? I'll take you off the ban list. You can come in, okay? I want you to come on the panel again. I want you to. Yeah? I might even put on my makeup for you. It's a mask, yeah? The mask I've got here solely for you. I'll look respectable.
For speculation.
Definitely. All right, well, let's continue on to the next.
So it took her 19 minutes to start playing the freaking interview again. Shit, here we go.
Inception. Give me just a second. Turn this back on.
Took her 19 minutes of ranting about something I never even said.
Limited time series, I think, on FX.
Okay.
I think
that's speculation.
It was either FX or AMC, whichever one had
speculation.
No, this came straight from the mics.
She even said
it's not speculation. It came straight from the mics in Dan's interview with the mics.
He doesn't know what she's talking about.
American movie classics. David's movie is a classic.
They were talking about Netflix miniseries of like Netflix or YouTube when YouTube were doing, was it YouTube Red?
Yeah.
They was talking about that kind of thing.
Yeah, because David had already had like a platform on YouTube.
Or with A&E.
Yeah. AMC. Oh Lord.
How you crack yourself up?
Yeah. What? Netflix, like YouTube Red. Oh my Lord. Yeah. Won't you buy me a new Mercedes Benz?
Yep. You're right, FX. Yeah.
Yes. Good series, by the way.
I agree.
And they were, since that was ending, they were really feeling that they could fill that void.
Hearsay, objection. They never
No,
said
it's not. It came from the mics.
I know.
What was that?
10 Bucks says she's never even heard that video. Not listened to it or anything. Kind of like this one, but.
Yes.
I'm laughing because I don't know shit.
That's out of the scope of cross examination. God, we've been watching this damn Johnny trial for too long. I'm kind of glad it's over. Oh my God. And, like,
You
Jamie, I don't want
call?
to do this anymore. This is stupid. I can't
Um,
listen to them cackle like evil witches.
Yeah, I just about him. Just come for the ride. Just come for the ride.
where did that come from?
Came from your asshole.
It came from the mics.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Try
Don't
doing
worry
a
about
little research. God.
it. She can't because remember the other video she couldn't get her volume to work. And she's going on about yeah. Call the kettle black there, Mama Gamer.
Tons of anarchies over they want to fill that void. Like, dude, where?
And the thing is, it's like you don't really work
More proof I ain't Wendy.
with the actual channel. The channel purchases from producers and companies. It's
Where did
just
she get that from? With anarchy.
I kick you, my pretties, and your little granny flavored kid.
Series was gonna fill that void.
I mean,
I mean,
I think
Let me know
that
when they
I
actually
think
talk
that
about something of
Mike
value. I'll be in the chat.
Right.
mentioned something about Sons of Anarchy, but in the context of that it did well and that they, they're trying to sell to David the TV series. Look,
My name's Louise, and I just came back from the Queen of England Jubilee party drinking my cup of tea and scones.
at how this worked out.
I never had a sexual relationship with Louise.
And Grace, it could potentially be, but it's not.
No, we don't know what you're trying to say here, love. We don't know what you're trying to say. I don't even know if you know what you're trying to say.
Not in the way in which Sophia is trying to spin it.
No. But you spin toilet paper, don't you? That's why you ran out of toilet paper over the COVID period, because you're trying to spin the roll. Shit, I've got too much toilet paper here.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, let's continue.
Oh my goodness. I think I gotta buy myself some granny fluid. I never had sexual relationship with granny fluid.
With this type of series.
Mm-hmm.
And so David was excited about it. We have his journal where he discusses that he's excited about doing the series. And he wrote, I think, the premiere and the first episode. And then he sent.
Jack, fucking shut up. Louise, shut up. Don't talk.
It's actually in his journal.
Mm.
It's not hearsay. They're just trying to bury any truth that I'm saying by calling it that.
Of course. You do not bring any relevant information, Louise and Christina. You do not. Why don't you just freaking listen and be absolutely educated? Oh, you can't educate stupid.
That's not how she works. That's not how she works. She has to be the alpha in everything. And
alpha.
She looks
Alpha.
down at everybody. Seriously, this is one of the reasons why she was kicked out of the group.
I'm rejected.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can't use I think. And this is why
everything is I think.
Exactly, and this is why.
And then I sourced the journal, you bitches.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. I'll just go to the journal right now and read it out loud. Just give me 1 minute. You can continue playing.
Yeah.
Professional person will have anything to do with them or this spin of a story that they keep on creating, because all they have is I think, and I think doesn't cut anything.
Don't think too hard, Louise. You'll get brain damage. That's what they do when you fall on your head too many times.
When they keep on going on trying to get this case.
Here.
Yep.
Fall is happening. Great weather. House EXT treated with caulk. Oh, the exterior version of new gray state script is back on the back burner, only because he's waiting for corrections. And now I'm committing to a TV series idea, rolling fast and shooting hot all over the country with all these assets. O'Donnell will be crazy to deny this. Mike O'Donnell. There's still way too much going on to turn my journal into a play-by-play. And this was September 29th, 2014.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it, Louise and Christina.
Reopened. I think won't stand
Don't think too hard. You'll get brain damage.
up
The
in
only
court.
reason why I use I think is because I did not have that information directly at my fingertips at the time. That's all.
Yeah. Doesn't really matter.
And that is their
Absolutely.
problem, that they just can't comprehend that.
No, you can't comprehend. You can't label shit. And you are shit. And I didn't know they could stack shit that high either. I mean, I'm just putting it out there. Sorry, guys, I've got no filter. You know what I mean? Don't worry about it. Don't take offense, okay? Don't.
Their little tiny boots of their big ego.
You better give what you can get too, you know? I hope you like taking it what you can give. You ain't hearing nothing yet.
Goes thinking
Yeah.
that just because they think something means that it's a fact.
But you
Yeah.
do,
It's
don't you?
complete.
But you think, and therefore that thought that you have is a fact, Louise, don't you? Isn't it? That's like calling the kettle black, isn't it? Yeah. Bit of a hypocrite here, I say.
Relevance.
Yeah, I mean, and even if they took it back to court, the only thing that they would probably get is evidence that they didn't have that would prove them wrong.
You can't provide
Sorry.
Yeah, go. They can't provide any evidence.
Exactly.
Go and buy yourself another console, Christina.
I mean,
Yeah,
in all honesty,
but it wouldn't even get to court because there isn't any evidence that they can produce.
There is evidence. Have you seen the book? Have you seen the photographs? Have you seen the real police document? Not the one that you guys got.
Or created.
Other than their own opinion.
Yeah, opinions are like arseholes. Everyone's got one.
Yeah,
and they have no experience.
Popular opinion can be popular opinion all you want it to be. It doesn't mean that you can take it to court. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
No, we don't know what you mean, Christina. We don't know. We don't know anything what you mean.
Exactly. And there's no grounds for it. And that's what they don't seem to be able to comprehend, is they don't have any grounds for anything.
Don't have any grounds. Really? What planet are you on, Louise? No, let me answer that one for you. You're from Uranus, aren't you? You're from Uranus. I know. You want to do the alien invasion from Uranus, don't you? I get it now, Louise. I know where you're from. I know you and your family.
It's like when they keep on saying how, I can't understand how the families aren't fighting for justice for David. It's like because they've seen all the evidence, you dumbass. They're not some fool sat behind a computer screen who's never met this family.
I won't get fooled again.
They know David, they know Kamal, they know Ronnie, they know they might not have known necessarily at the time building up.
And you're trying to make, hey, they know me. They came around my place and drink cup of tea and scones. Yeah, go screw yourself.
Up to it, just how bad things were. But since...
You don't even know how things were.
But
you don't know, Louise.
And everybody else who thinks that the families are uncaring and unknowledgeable and don't...
Right.
When are you going to play the freaking interview? You're just going to go, nah. Keep going.
Just accept it.
I never had sex relationship with this live stream.
Did it like off the cuff of, oh well, must be what happened. It's so insulting.
Yeah.
It's so revolting listening to you just freaking drop all your shit out of your mouth.
She sounds
Granny
drunk
Floyd.
all the time.
Yep.
It's so hard to listen to it.
I'm having fun with this. Don't worry about that. Just,
Families.
I probably will take a Xanax after this.
I need one of those. Could you send one my way? Holy
Hey.
crap. I'm supposed to sleep after this, and now I'm all flipping worked up. I mean, the information is right there. It's right there in the journal.
But they can't
I just read it.
They can't see. Hey, even Stevie Wonder, who we blind, can read the freaking thing. I mean, let's just say how much credibility these two fucktards have. None.
Well, this is the reason why they're in their little corner of the web.
Yeah.
Got a bunch of whack jobs who think they know better. Who think
You're the whack job. Oh, no, that's being too
So
polite.
now they're getting into insulting now because they have nothing else.
They're salty. You're getting salty there, Louise, are you? Oh, ha, ha. We like it. We like a hot tooth. Put some salt on the wounds.
think it's their place to keep publicly stating that basically you're a shit parent and you don't care about your son and you should be fighting for his innocence.
We
But
never
you
said that.
as David
You said that, though.
You're saying that he's a shit parent, Louise? Really?
It just came out of her mouth. I mean, hey, I could twist the facts, too.
Hey, Louise, I just want to ask you a question. Are you a shit parent to your children? Do you have shit? Just asking a question.
Oh, I have a
Okay.
story for you, but we'll tell it off air.
Oh, please do.
knows David is guilty of sin.
You presuming David is guilty of sin. David is guilty of sin, so you got to stop bullshitting and believe in me.
Yeah. So he just he's tired of dealing with those people because that they're opening the wound even more.
Exactly.
And
I mean,
the truth. It's like it's just reopening that wound every single day that they continue to do this.
Yeah.
You've been watching us every single day, have you, Chris? Of course you have. Of course you have, because you're miserable, you're lonely, and looking for a root.
So it's a sad situation, and they don't care. They could care less about it.
We don't care. Have you looked at me lately? I look like a Care Bear. I'm nice and fluffy. I love giving hugs to people, but for you, I'm a drop bear. I like to drop shit on your head. Okay?
Anybody's feeling.
Which we do have here in Australia. It's a koala falling out of a tree.
They're gaining their attention that they want and their monetary gains from
what money? Holy shit! What money?
money. Ching.
Okay, let me state this again. Greg gives away more books for free and signed, by the way, than he sells them.
They're jealous.
Greg and Catherine do not have monetization on their YouTubes.
Neither do I. Hold on. I did have PayPal, right? I did have PayPal, and I still got PayPal.
Mm-hmm.
But beside the point, Mama Gamer. So what if we were making monetization of it? So what? Are you jealous that you can't get monetization because you don't have the subscribers? You don't have the viewers? You're jealous, aren't you? So
yeah,
what?
let's talk about her little tip jar that's in her description.
Right.
Tip jar for what? Laughing like a moron?
Exactly. Like we do put out other content that goes on in the real world, right? But so what? If there were channels out there that was monetized, so what? What is it to you? You're jealous. You're jealous because you don't have the subscription base and you don't have the viewership. You're jealous. Right? So what? Right? But anyway, we know nothing.
YouTube and all the other loons that are on YouTube who have got no ounce of common sense, let alone got a gram of common sense.
Oh yeah, and
You have got no common sense. You don't know what sense is, do you, Lovely? You don't know what sense is, do you? That's right. You don't have sense in the UK. You got pounds and sterling, don't you? Oh, boom, burn.
tell in the comments,
Yeah.
What
And you got-
comments?
And you got pennies as well, haven't you, Louise? You don't have sense in the UK. How can you have common sense in the UK when you don't even have it?
It's just, I think
It's
it's not. I
funny.
went and I was looking and I found these studies and it says this and it shows this.
Oh, so check
Oh,
this
wait a minute.
out.
We have videos, literally videos of that. Look at Catherine's, look at Greg's. We literally have videos of that. This is an interview between Rick and I to discuss the case off the cuff. That's it. We were just talking off the cuff.
Yep.
Holy Jesus.
My name is Mama Gamer. And my name is Louise. And we're coming today to bring you another episode of The Golden Girls. We like having showers and one another. Yuck.
And if you look at this study, it's still, well, I spoke to the vet, but I don't want to believe what the vet said, so I'm going to spin a narrative.
We didn't say that either.
That's their go-to is
Can
their
you
narrative.
just play
and
the
their
bloody
15 million
interview?
rabbit holes they can go down into one thing. That's what I said. Like I could go down 15 rabbit holes into Sophia's life.
You don't go down on your
Oh.
own. Whoa.
Let's hear what she has to say about my life.
Yeah, in a second. But Christina, you don't even go down on a man because you got none. Oh, burn. All right, let's see what Christina's got to say about Sophia. You can go down on so many rabbit holes on Sophia, yeah? Bring it.
If she really wants me to go there,
Yes.
I
please.
can go down 15 rabbit holes into Lori's life.
On Laurie's life. 15 rabbit holes on Laurie's life. Can you? Bring it.
We can really go there.
Yes, please do. Please go there. Please. I want you to. Please.
There's everybody has a rabbit hole in their life, but
Are you talking about buttholes? You give me a name for our bumhole called rabbit holes? Which shit out of it. Yeah.
if you don't take the whole thing into perspective, like you're just picking and choosing what you want.
Come on, I want you to go down the rabbit hole with Sophia and Laurie. Come on.
But it's gonna look better than the whole outcome,
Don't bring a knife to a gunfight, Christina.
Definitely.
It off. But as far as we know, it stops right there. We don't get anything else.
That's a lot else. I've never heard anybody else say that like else.
What? What? What's a lie?
You do get more. You get the non-communication between David and the Mikes. Again, you get the letter to Jason Allen. You get the text message to Dan Sr.
No,
You
there's
do
no
get
text
more.
message, moron.
Did you get a text message?
And I'm
Christine?
referring to the journal. Oh my God. Okay, go. Because I'm not going to deal with this for much longer.
Problem, they don't want to add the after the journal.
Yeah.
They don't want to add the written journal that they don't have.
You don't have it either.
And
Because
all
it
I've got to
doesn't
say,
exist.
and okay, We know me name Louise and Christine. Me know nothing.
Yeah, or the video recordings they don't have.
The video
Exactly.
recordings. What video recordings? We have hidden proof that you don't have. No, you don't.
Me know nothing. I never had a sexual relationship with nothing.
If there was proof that proved David guilty, they would have shown it a long time ago. Instead, they like making up lies and dangling in front of the audience saying, look, we have proof. We have proof, but we're not going to show it to anybody out of respect for the family.
They have this whole timeline. Well, you can't have a timeline when you don't have all of the information.
Oh, but you seem to have a timeline, don't you, Christina? Yeah, you seem to have it. Okay.
Definitely.
You can't have a timeline.
I mean, they won't
The journal
acknowledge that there's like FaceTime and things. They don't acknowledge that on the Blacklight report it says recently used apps or recently like running apps. It doesn't catalogue the complete list of apps that David has had on his phone. Yet they keep on saying there's no WhatsApp, there's no Skype, there's no.
No, there wasn't.
And they cannot say that.
It downloaded everything when it did an update. But that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, stop stuttering, Lois.
And this is, this is why it's completely, there is absolutely no credibility to what they say, and it won't stand up in court if they was to, that's what they sort of try and push, that they've got all the evidence that proves.
I can't understand what she's saying.
But it doesn't.
What's that?
I can't understand what she's saying.
Neither can I. Neither can I. That's why I'm just letting it play on.
Actually, that was delightful.
Yeah.
They don't have all the documents. They don't have all the case files.
Neither do you.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. You took the word right out of my mouth.
Everything. So they can't say that these things don't exist. They don't have medical records. They're not entitled to the medical records.
You're right, because of HIPAA.
Are you, Louise? Are you entitled?
She doesn't have them either. I've never bitched about that. It's HIPAA.
I am so beautiful that I am allowed to say that I have got the medical record and talking. How about go and screw yourself, Louise? Huh? How about that? I never had a sexual relationship with Louise.
Maybe there's stuff to do with mental health, and they didn't want that released to the public because they don't want to stigmatize it more than it already is.
I can call bullshit on that. The police would have written down if he had a mental illness or if there was something medically wrong with him to cause him to kill his family. They would have written that in the police reports. They would have also said it in the documentary and on the trillion hit pieces that they wrote. They needed something to bolster their claims.
Are you a medical examiner, Louise? Are you trying to claim that David Crowley had medical or mental illness?
She has no proof whatsoever, so now she's got to make up shit. And lies.
But Sophia, Rick, Greg, Dan, Sophia, Catherine, Eric, Laurie, Jamie, they don't know nothing. We're here to do the debunking of medical. We're going to debunk them of misinformation. Yeah, well, you haven't debunked anything. You're just like two girls at an old woman country association club, bitching that you didn't win bingo on the night.
Definitely.
Either November 5th or November 7th.
Yeah.
And but it really gives you a good insight into David's world.
Oh.
some of the stuff that you'll see in the documentary is that.
So she says that the journal will give you a good insight into David's world.
It does.
Where he
But
ends
she only-
talking about his daughter.
Yeah, the journal.
Here we are. We're gonna gaslight David again. Ooh,
Yeah.
keep playing that.
Being born on the 5th of November, even though she's born in August.
You know, we've got so many different things that we could pull out of that journal, but they don't want to make credibility. Like, they don't want that to be credible. David,
No.
you know.
Well, why don't you start pulling out that freaking stuff about the journal, Christina? Why don't you do it? But you don't. Yeah, you don't. Yeah.
Claiming that he has PTSD or him curling up in a fetal position in the bathroom. You know, they don't want to use that. It gives
Oh,
it
wait a
insight into
minute.
his
Maybe
life
if you
when
press play on the fucking podcast, you would hear me talk about that. But, you're too busy trying to
30
show me
minutes
up.
30 minutes into this video of rebuttal trying to debunk you, and what? She's only played, what? About 10 minutes of the interview?
Yeah, because I actually talk about that.
they pick and choose what they want to give an insight into his life to be. And
It's all, he was being creative. He's creative.
Yeah, creative by calling your
Van Gogh was creative.
There we go, gaslighting.
Picasso was creative, and they all had their own issues.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, calling your own daughter a pink shit and a cyst and a, burden on life and an unwanted pregnancy and,
they still haven't produced any of this, taking it in the right context yet.
Oh yeah.
You haven't played the bloody
locking
thing.
her, I believe he had her in the basement. I mean, she was acting up. I think he put her in the basement.
Whoa!
Oh, he explains that. Oh.
Let's just play that just a little bit back a bit. She reckoned that David put someone in the basement.
And
yeah, that one
unwanted
where
pregnancy and
they still haven't produced any of this, taking it in the right context yet.
Oh yeah. I mean, him locking her, I believe he had her in the basement.
Whoa!
I mean,
There you go. She
that's
believes
straight
Mama
up defamation right there. Hold on, I need to clip that.
We need to get Greg. We need to get Dan. I mean, I hope Catherine is still listening. Maybe not. She just came out. Mama Gamer just said that in her mind and in her opinion, she believed that David Crowley took his wife down to the basement. Let me just play it back a little bit. I don't want to make it out that we're putting words into Christina's mouth or mistranslating what she's saying. So let's just go back here.
absolutely. I mean, calling your own daughter a pink shit and a cyst and a, burden on life and an unwanted pregnancy and,
they still haven't produced any of this, taking it in the right context yet.
Oh yeah. I mean, him locking her, I believe he had her in the basement. I mean,
There you go. That's the word from Christina, Mama Gamer. I believe he had her in the basement. Speaking of David Crowley. Wow, wow, wow. You really dug yourself a hole now, haven't you, Mama Gamer? Keep going. Keep knocking yourself out.
He was acting up. I think he put her in the basement.
I mean, what would be quite interesting would be to literally go out to where, your local sort of town or city and ask 100 people, would you ever call your child a burden or a pink shit? And quote some of the things that David said, obviously not divulging that it came from David to save dignity and things, but would you say this? Would you think it's acceptable? Would you be concerned if you knew somebody who wrote about a child like that? And then see
what your status is there.
Yeah.
We should put a poll up, like just a random poll somewhere. Would you call your child this? Would you do this?
Mm-hmm.
And then just post it. Just some random group where nobody knows about the case. Nobody knows about it.
You use a lot of random words, don't you, Mama Gamer? Yeah, you make them up as you go along, don't you? Yep. Of course you do.
Anything and just would you?
I make content to my YouTube channel. I only have 2 people watching.
You know, like a mental health group or something.
Yeah.
You're a complete nutcase, aren't you?
Yeah.
I mean,
And
like,
see
look,
and
there's
see how many people go,
psychologists.
well, it depends on the context.
No, it depends on how much you can shit out of your mouth.
It's funny.
Because
I just
there
looked
isn't
on
a context.
on my Twitch channel. It says streaming Grand Theft Auto v. Crip Rick doesn't think very well.
There was marijuana left open. It was in like a Ziploc bag, and then they had like a grinder that had been left open on the.
And there was a bong in the bathroom, and there was.
So what? It's not a drug. It's a herb. No, we use it for coriander on our pizza.
Some fuzzy sticks with some residue all over it. There was residue all over the sink. I mean,
oh, boo hoo hoo. Is there residue on your anal crack? Give me some crack.
it doesn't get any clearer than that. David was cleaning out his bong and he smoked a damn bong.
Yeah, you got an issue of people smoking marijuana, don't you? Huh? Do you smoke marijuana, Mama Gamer? I bet you do.
Probably smoked it before he died, didn't give it time to process in his body to turn into freaking cannabis to...
What have you got to get people smoking cannabis, eh?
For it to show up in a drug test, and he laid there for how many damn weeks before they found him? So that...
Yeah, you've been listening to too much of Judy, haven't you?
Like, it goes unprocessed through your body. I mean, it's pretty clear. Pretty...
Give me some crack!
Cut clear situation. Most people put their pot in a grinder before they put it in a bong.
So, he's allowed to smoke. He wants to be relaxed. That's what it does to you.
Yeah. And there is no right or wrong way. People have their own ways of doing stuff. And
what stuff are you talking about, Louise? Yeah, people smoke cannabis out of a bong, out of a pipe, out of a joint. Yeah, we do all that too. How about you put your shit in your own pipe and smoke it? It might be chunky, but you can cover it.
And keeping
When I
it.
was a teenager, we smoked it out of a damn apple, okay?
Yeah,
What?
we smoke some people here in Australia smoke marijuana out of a Coke can. A Coke can. Have you ever tried a bucket bong? You don't know what a bucket bong is, do you, Louise? It's where you get a 2-liter bottle of soda pop and you cut it in half and you put the freaking cone piece on top of the lid and you dunk it into a bucket of water and you suck it up. It's called a bucket bong. Oh, but you don't know that. No, you don't know anything about that. You can also smoke a cannabis out of a toilet roll. You didn't know that, did you? You didn't know you can smoke joint marijuana out of a toilet roll. You know the cardboard stuff? You can make a freaking thing out of it.
In a pop can. We like squish a pop can together and poke holes in the top of the pop can, and you put your pot on top of the pot can, and you put a hole at the bottom, and you hold it. Like that was our homemade bong. We made one.
Have you ever tried to smoke a joint out of a freaking deodorant tin after you empty the like when your deodorant can is empty? Hey, right? It's empty, right? It's completely empty. Have you ever tried smoking a marijuana joint out of that? I have. Didn't taste too good. It tasted a little bit too sweet in the mouth, but I did.
You know,
not
I've
an
never
apple.
done
He
drugs.
made several different
There's all
things.
kinds of
Hey, Mama Gamer. No, I don't want to give you any ideas.
things, pop bottles and carrier bags, all sorts of ways and means. Some people are meticulous in how they store it. Some people,
Yeah. I smoked a bong out of a freaking watermelon once. Gee, it was good.
cut it up with scissors and don't bother grinding it. Some people mix it with tobacco. Some people
Yeah.
smoke it neat.
Some
people have-
eat.
I get the munchies. That's what you get when you smoke pot. You get the munchies. Hey, if you want to stop world hunger, no, don't worry about it. No, I'm not gonna do that joke.
Eat it.
different
They
ways.
put it in freaking brownies.
Yeah, some
I mean-
people leave crumbs everywhere. Some people have trays and
And people
What
like
is their
you,
point? I have no clue what they are even trying to what point they're making.
they were complaining about David having pot and a bong line in the house, and yet she goes on how people can do their own stuff. I mean, how do you know this? You're complaining 1 minute about the bong and marijuana, next minute you're talking about how people can do it. Chris,
I mean, they didn't have pot in their blood system, so the whole discussion
Yeah.
is mute.
Yeah.
I don't understand their rants.
Keep going.
tray.
And David himself even said that he had a space for his new green on his dresser now.
You know what?
Louise,
He did
going-
back in the summer, but then he stops discussing drugs in the fall. So I mean,
Louise,
else?
I think your dog barking in the background. Go and feed your dog. Go and look after your dog. You can hear it go yip, yip, in the background. It's a little yappy. Listen. You hear it barking in the background.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
how's
in
a
the
yappy
journal.
dog?
He said it's got a permanent spot on
Yeah.
his dresser.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
so,
and Ronnie
again,
wasn't that tall, so she probably couldn't see on top of the dresser.
Yeah, it's a dog barking
Either
in the
that or she
background.
just wasn't allowed
Yeah,
in their
look.
room. They kept their
Yeah.
room shut or whatever because they had, weapons in there and they had, pot in there or whatever.
Yeah.
Like maybe she just wasn't allowed in that room. It's that
So if you can
simple,
hear my little puppy, she's being
oh,
brave.
you're
and
right.
adorable.
You're right. She had an older golden lab, I think, at that when she and I used to talk. So she must have got a puppy. Good on you.
Yeah, the dog is
Take care of it.
It sounds like the dog's got hiccups. It does. Yeah. You know when you get the hiccup? It does.
Working up a storm there.
Yeah.
The dresser.
Mhm. I remember
And
that.
yeah, and honestly,
Go and look after that dog.
there's a lot of banter
Don't
back and
feed the
forth in
dog.
regards to this because David's autopsy reports and Camel's autopsy reports show that they didn't have drugs in their system.
Louise.
Yeah.
Pause it for a second.
Do we want to talk
Yeah,
about
Actually,
drugs?
wait. You can let them play it for a minute and then I'm going to come back.
All right.
I need to pull that record up.
Okay.
Well, I think that they are again produce the toxicology report. Then
Feed that
you
dog.
don't have it. It's
Go
not
and
been
feed
made
the dog.
public.
Okay, pause it for a second, please.
The-
Yeah.
This report was written
Yep.
February 23rd, 2015, and signed March 22nd, 2015. The toxicology reports were already back. And they listed for toxicology spleen, volatile screen. There was ethanol, but that was the part of ethanol, that's the type that shows up in decomposition. And then they did a liver drug screen, which is immunoassay negative. Amino acid, which starts with an I, Christina, not an E. dingbat means. I need to pull it up so I can read it.
Geez, this is 35 minutes in. I don't think we're going to get through the whole lot of here. I think we might have to stop it here. I mean, there's a dog barking in the background. It's just going to go, mute your freaking microphone and go and look after your dog. But no, Rick and Sophia is more important. How long do you want me to go more? We've done 2 hours here.
Just a few more minutes.
Here we go.
Produce it, seeing as they keep on talking about it, saying these things, just like they keep saying about, hang on a second, Poppy. No. they keep saying about
the dog knows he's full of shit. Get up the fucking thing. Get up. I'm fucking angry. Get up.
As you can tell, she's taken absolutely no notice. Stop being a naughty girl.
She said, me too.
They're talking shit. I'm sick of hearing about it.
Your dog think you're talking shit.
No, don't protest.
Your dog think you're talking shit right now. He's barking its freaking head off. Oh, I'm loving this.
I think that the funniest part was
the Immunoassay Test.
This is Louise and Mama Gamer, Pixie Doodle. Louise is from the UK. Yeah, go on, Sophia. Yeah.
The Immunoassay Test. I'm trying to Google it. How long does it take? It usually comes back within 24 hours. It's a 10-panel test. It picks up marijuana. It picks up psychedelics. It picks up all kinds of things. We had discussed it during one of our things with Eric and Lori. And basically, they took stuff out of the liver and the blood. They took fluids out of the liver, the blood, and the urine area, the bladder, for this test. And they ran it through, and this is what came back negative. It's highly sensitive. It's designed for screening and drugs. Immunoassay designed for screening of drugs of abuse.
Let's go over here a couple more minutes of the dog. The dog barking its bloody head off. And then Louise is trying to say, they talking shit and this is the dog barking its head off, trying to get attention. And Louise just ignoring it. And the dog saying, you're the one talking shit, if you want to speak dog language. So let's listen to this. This is hilarious.
That Sophia got to talking about, and amino acids is basically just them trying to find deficiencies.
That's not what I said.
Vitamin
I said
deficiencies,
aminoassay. You said it wrong.
Yep.
She says amino acids. That's not what I said. And she looked it up and wrong, and then posted it in the group saying that I said it was wrong. No. It starts with an I. Immunoassays.
We can't educate these people. We simply cannot educate these people.
It states it right there on David's autopsy report under toxicology. It's right there.
But they've already saw in the report. No. Like I said before, Stevie Wonder's blind, and he even saw the report. The toxicity report.
Indeed, anemia, things like that. That is what they do in a post-mortem toxicology to kind of rule out, was there deficiency? Is that the cause of death? They have to rule things out first. Even though
no one has any,
by the way, can you pause it for a second?
Yeah.
I have George Floyd's autopsy report, And in it is a toxicology report. He had his autopsy at the same ME's office that David and Kamel did. And they listed every single drug that George Floyd was on and the amount of drugs that he was on.
He took an 8-ball before the cop tried to get him out of his car. I mean,
you could see the pills in his mouth. And it's all listed right there. And I tried posting this, in an argument about a year ago in the group, and all they do is deflect. They don't want to know the truth. The truth is the ME for Hennepin County did list the drugs because they list Camel's, which is just like a ibuprofen. That was all that was found in her system. David, they didn't find any drugs or alcohol in his system. It's right there. The test that they ran is highly effective. And that autopsy report did not come back within days. It was signed a month after and then signed again a month later, 2 months later, in March. So, I mean, what they're babbling about right now is it's not of relevance.
I want my $30 million.
They can't even get the right test down. It's right there in his autopsy report.
But we know nothing. There's nothing to say here, folks. There's nothing to say.
If you want to end it right here, that's totally fine.
Okay.
I think we should point that out.
We should do. Let me just stop straight. Now, this is Mama Gamer and Louise. They have an issue. Let me take my standards off so I can see. There you go. This is a group that goes after all of us, and I want them to come on this show again. They won't. But anyway, yeah, we are doing Paul McCartney. I'm just we're waiting for Eric and Greg and whatnots and that. But we are doing Paul McCartney. Don't worry about that. We are doing Paul McCartney. We are doing that. Not today though. Not today. We are doing it.
Can't believe that Greg bailed on us. Yeah.
There is some other things that I have pulled up on the Paul McCartney. I have got it. It's all sitting here on the computer and that. So we'll do that another day. But the Paul McCartney. But I thought, Friday, I normally have a bit of a laid back type of day, go with the thing. That's Mama Gamer for you guys. That's Mama Gamer. So we will do a Paul McCartney show very, very, very shortly. Probably in a day or two. Maybe. Depends. The problem with me is I'm a day ahead of most of you guys, right, that live in America. And tomorrow's the weekend. And usually I have the weekend to myself. Mm-hmm. But I can put aside a time to do a show on a weekend. I mean, I used to do the rallies on the weekend. I don't do the rallies anymore because I wipe my hands off the freedom movement in that retrospect, right? And most people have jumped off the bandwagon. Most people did jump on Southern Truth and support it because I was doing all the rallies. Well, now that the federal election was over like 3 weeks ago, a lot of people have left. That's why the viewership has gone down. They're only here for one thing and one thing only, the rallies. Well, there's no more rallies here in Australia. No more. Mm-hmm. What do you think most of these people had jumped the ship? So, yeah. But anyway, the real people here that want content and stuff like Paul McCartney, like yesterday we did the Port Arthur shooting, you wait till I bring up the Snowtown murders that happened here in South Australia in the late 1990s, in the 90s. And it's going to be very, very depressing to people out there. The story behind it, the body in the body in the barrels and stuff like that, mm-hmm. It's very, very depressing. That before we wrap it up, the story, like I don't agree with the killings, right? I don't agree, but the story of why they were doing the killings, the body in the barrel stuff, there was a lot of pedophiles and rock spiders and homosexuals out there, and it was mainly pedophiles, right? Rock spiders, we call them here in Australia. And the police here in South Australia weren't doing their job. So they gentlemen took it upon themselves to get what they call the dirties of our street, right? They killed and murdered pedophiles, right? Known pedophiles. I don't agree with the killings and what they did to the bodies. I don't agree with, but if you follow the story or the reason why they did it, they were trying to get the dirties off the street. Yeah. So, yeah. Jamie, any more news about those people from the rally who got zapped? No, none whatsoever. I truly believe that was a bogus story in itself. Those people that were getting zapped from the acoustic weapon, electronic acoustic weapon.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they were getting injured from that. I reckon that was just a bogus story to divide the movement more, right? Because you've got to remember, the day when they supposedly got fried by this weapon, it was a hot day here in Australia. I'm only being a devil advocate here. Did they get burnt due to sunburn? It was a hot day that day. It was a warm day that day. And they blaming an acoustic sound weapon to burn them? I don't know that. I don't know. But there hasn't been any more stuff on that. I'm just saying there was a lot of people that did get burnt that day, and it was a warm day. It was a sunny day that day, and I'm sticking by that. So, and not only that, I have spoken to people who were at that rally. They were saying that it couldn't reach in their direction because they were a fair distance away from where they had these things set up. These acoustic sound equipment, right, that's supposed to send these sonic waves to people. I spoke to some people who attended that rally. They said it couldn't reach that far. But anyway, deception. Yeah, I remember. Pixie said, I remember a woman who said she was in pain even in her bones. Yeah, but how do we know that we don't know if she had a medical condition prior to that? And she's just making it out that equipment they were using was the cause. We don't know. Right? There was a lot of misconceptions, and there was a lot of myth and untruth stuff in it as well. Yeah. But anyway, guys, leave it with us. If I hear something with I know Eric wants to get hold of me tomorrow, but if we can organise something tomorrow on the Paul McCartney, we can. If not, it'll be on Monday my time. Right? It'll be on Monday. No, Monday's a public holiday for me. I might have to do a show tomorrow. I might have to. Right? It'll probably have to be an early one for me tomorrow.
Okay.
Because Monday for me is a public holiday, and I am busy on Monday. So anyway, guys, thanks for joining us, and hopefully you got a bit of laugh as I did. I know Sophia doesn't like these people, but I like poking the bear with a stick a lot more than not. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. We'll be here tomorrow. Well, we'll do a show tomorrow. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll do a show tomorrow. We'll do Paul McCartney tomorrow because Monday I've got a public holiday. Anyway, we'll catch you guys and girls, and hope you have a wonderful evening. Take care.
Good night, everybody.